checked your name. It doesn't appear that we have anything in our system that shows that we have served you any restraining order or stay away order.
And your officer couldn't have checked that when I said this is bogus. He couldn't have called in and checked in with you. He couldn't have used his radio to check
He would
in.
have probably had a call on the phone.
So he couldn't have made any effort for my advocacy.
If he wanted to check.
If he wanted to check, yes. If he wanted to do the correct thing, given the fact that I was telling him.
I can't speak for him.
Okay, now, can I have your name or a card?
Sure. Let me get you my card.
That'd be great.
Okay. All right.
That's the right question, is it not?
Did you go through this package?
I'm asking the right question, am I not?
This is a court order.
Oh, no, I got a question in my mind. I don't know. Let me finish. Let me think. I just lost it.
This is page 1, 2.
Okay, yeah, the question is, can I now go to DPH and get my services, or will I be arrested?
It says all the things about what's going on. Yeah. All right? It says 1 of 5. This is a court order.
Yeah, but I don't want it to slip my mind with us talking, because we're talking, you know, this is why sometimes I have to go like this, because I have so much going on that if I don't, well, but you understand what I'm trying to say. I mean, there is so much. Okay, you're making me miss it again. Just let's wait till he gets back. And the question is, can I now get services at DPH without fear of being arrested illegally under a bogus thing that was never there, that your officer obviously couldn't have checked on when I told him it was bogus? Okay, I really, really thank you. I've got one last question to ask you.
Well, let me just finish up the last statement that I made. Just to be very clear with you.
Yes, I'm listening.
I'm not saying that there isn't a restraining order or stay away order against you. I'm simply stating from our system here at the Sheriff's Department, it appears that we haven't served you.
And the paperwork that I showed you from the District Attorney's office is not valid then?
I can't say
you can't interpret that.
No.
So now, then I guess my question would be, since it's not in your system and you're not sure, are you telling?
We haven't served you such an order. If there
okay,
is
so my question is, does that mean that I cannot go back to DPH today without being in fear of being arrested on the stay away order that they're claiming is there and it is valid?
What I would suggest is that you go to the investigative services unit that I referred you to first, and perhaps they could check that out for you.
Okay, and so in the meantime, if I need medical care or anything else, it's being delayed because of the process that you have at this particular point, that you cannot verify whether or not there is a legal stay away order that's preventing me from getting my personal health care in a public institution and access and accommodation as an ADA person because of the system that you have in place right now, because I've already been denied access 2 days ago, 8/15, and if I'm very ill, I'm still having to wait because of the fact that your system, as it is, could possibly arrest me, since you cannot tell me for sure whether or not there's one, and since the other side, DPH, has already said, you know, and everybody has said that that one is valid, even though I prove it's not, that if I was to go for services today into DPH to try to access a public building as I'm allowed under law, that I could possibly face being arrested because of the system still not knowing what it's doing.
I would say if you need medical attention, get medical attention right away.
So that means that if I go to DPH and get arrested, your advice is invalid because I would not have gotten medical attention. I can't say
if you're going to get arrested or not.
You can't. Well, that's my question. Who can?
I don't know.
Well, who does know? Who's in charge?
That's why I suggested that you go to Investigative Services Unit. Okay?
Okay, so I will go ahead and follow up, but you must understand that I'm protesting this entire bad methodology because it's not leaving me with the correct resources that should have been there. You know, the officer should have called.
Right.
You know, he should have been properly trained.
Right.
And in the meantime, I'm still being harmed and damaged.
Okay, and those are all complaints you can make with that.
And I shall. Thank you very much
all
for your time.
Thank you, Jason.
And I will speak to you later, hopefully.
I hope you have better luck. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you.
I can believe the sorry as in state of condition, not apology. This has happened way too often. As a matter of fact, in 2001, when I went for emergency services, I was illegally arrested and denied emergency services by the Sheriff's Department. When I wrote for my records, I got a letter back from the Chief Legal Counsel, James Harrington, signed Nurse Ratchet, telling me I wasn't entitled to everything. If you go to my own private Guantanamo.com, you'll see all the paperwork from the federal court case and everything else where I was denied everything. I have every piece of paper. So no, this is not the first time. This is recurring, continual, because it never gets fixed, because of the risk management, because everybody knows of the moral hazard that they don't have to follow the law.
Then I strongly suggest that you make that complaint in writing.
I've done it before, and I will continue to do everything correct.
Okay.
Doesn't mean the correct outcome will come.
Okay.
It's actually not. But thank you.
All right.